So today's topic is tools to generate ideas and solutions. Different tools, what we can use as a manager or as a Six Sigma Green Belt employee. Okay, what tools we can use so that we can make our team members or people in our project or our department to create ideas and solutions for a problem that we have identified. Okay, those who have the textbook, we can mention the page number in the chat box. So the first tool is surveys. Okay, surveys are done for collecting data. Okay, surveys are done for collecting data. Whatever data collection you have to do, or whatever information you want to do, or you want to take from a defined group. Okay, for example, taking census. Okay, population count, census, that is a survey. Okay, when we collect census, we do it in a defined group, that is Indian citizens, people who live within the boundaries of India, Indian citizens. So we take census from that. So we already have a definition to the group from whom we are going to collect data. Okay, of the respondents to gain information, insights into various topics of interest. To identify all this information, we have a predefined group. We will collect data only from these set of people. So that is survey. Okay. So how do you collect data from a defined group? You have questionnaires, you have interview method. Okay, questionnaires or interviews are used to obtain information from a group of individuals about a process, product, or service. When it comes to use of Six Sigma, okay, you usually collect information about what the details of the process, if any changes in process is required, about the product, if any more customization is required, of service to improve the quality. Okay, so there are two types of surveys, questionnaire surveys and interview surveys. Okay. Questionnaires can be in a paper form or in electronic media. By email, you can send. You can send pass on a link. When they click the link, they will get a set of series of questions in MCQ format. They can select the answer. So questionnaires can be in paper form. You hand it out physically. You hand it out the question papers. They fill it up and they will give it back to you. Electronic instruments, immediately you will get the answer. You just pass on the link. Okay. Interviews are conducted with the respondent face to face or over the phone. Okay. Either you can meet the person you can meet people in person to gather data from them, or you can just talk to them on call and collect the same information. Coming to the next tool, that is brainstorming. Brainstorming has a series of principles, do's and don'ts, what can be done. Okay, that is brainstorming. You can generate many ideas from a brainstorming session. Okay, you go with one problem, you come with 10 solutions. Okay, from a brainstorming session, usually it's like that. So for decades, people have used brainstorming to generate ideas and to come up with creative solutions to whatever problems they have identified. Okay. But you have to use the brainstorming session correctly for it to be very fully effective. Okay. It can come in a relaxed form or informal approach. Sometimes it is formal also. Okay. To solve a problem, and it encourages people to come up with thoughts, ideas, that at first you will see it is completely stupid idea, it is a crazy idea, but it can be crafted more, it can be refined more. Okay, you can craft the ideas in a better way, uh, and get creative solutions for the idea. Okay. Therefore, this is the reason why, when during a brainstorming session, people should not criticize others for their idea. Okay, don't be judgmental. You have to keep an open possibility for any type of weird ideas. Okay, and you have to break down incorrect assumptions about a problem's limitations. Out of box thinking is encouraged here. If you are judgmental or you analyze too much, that will stunt the idea generation, or that will stop the creative thought process. At the end of the session, you can evaluate the ideas, which is possible, which is impossible, based on your budget, based on your resources. Okay. So these are the principles of brainstorming you can see on screen. Some of them are listed in points in your textbook. So first is set a direction. When you are a moderator of a brainstorming session, you have to set a direction. Okay. When you start discussion, okay, there is a problem that you have mentioned, you have invited people into the conference room. Okay, you have invited teammates, head of the departments, okay, whoever is concerned with the problem, you have invited them also in the conference room where a brainstorming session is going on. Okay, so that is very natural for a group of people to start discussing things that are completely out of context of why they have gathered. Okay, so you have to bring them back to the conversation, to bring them back to the problem solving strategy. So you have to set the direction. Okay, then stay focused. Okay, as a moderator, you have to focus on each and every ideas that has been thrown. Okay, don't let any idea go out of your focus. You have to listen attentively. Okay, involve everyone. It is compulsory that everyone, even if it is a wrong idea, but still involvement of everyone is important. Okay, invite wild ideas, let the creative thought process take over. Out of box thinking should be appreciated. Okay, look for the obviously what you can do. Okay, even though you have creative ideas, you have out of the box ideas, wild ideas, it doesn't mean you can manage to do all that. Okay, what is obvious, the obvious solution, you have to go with that. Cross fertilize. For example, person A has given an idea. Based on that idea, somebody else has much refined version of an idea. Okay, so they will give their version of this uh, person A's idea. Okay, that is cross fertilization, using somebody else's idea as a foundation, creating more strategies around it and making a new idea. That is cross fertilization. Suspend judgment. Don't encourage people not to be judgmental. Okay, allow repetitions as much as possible. Even if it is repeated ideas, let it be. Put it on the board, stick it on the board, so you can see. You can make a category of how many categories, how many ideas under the same category you have collected. Don't stop until and unless you get an answer. Okay, don't stop until and unless you find an answer, find a solution, and display all the ideas. Whatever ideas has come, good or bad, okay, whatever ideas has come, all has to be displayed on the board. Okay, don't miss anybody's, don't let go anybody's ideas. Okay, all the ideas has to be displayed on the board. So this is about brainstorming session. Is it clear to all? Next is nominal group technique. So it is a more structured method. It's also brainstorming, but it is more structured. It is more formal in nature. Okay, brainstorming can be informal. You can joke around. Okay, you can give high fives. You can clap for each other. Okay, you can just make fun of each other. Not in a judgmental way. Okay, you can crack jokes and everything. It's a very informal setting, brainstorming. But nominal group technique, it is a bit more structured, a bit more formal setting. Okay, there are steps of doing an NGT. Okay, this encourages contributions from everyone, facilitates quick agreement on the relative importance of issues, problems, and solutions. And every team member has to write down their ideas instead of saying it out loud for everyone to hear. They have to write it down, but it helps in better processing the problem. Okay, so there is a step required, step by step. We go, we take the nobular group technique. And there are specific areas when nominal group technique has to be used instead of brainstorming. Okay, when you know some people in the group, they are much more vocal than others. In that situation, some group members think better in silence when there is no chitter patter going on. They can think properly. Okay, when there is a concern about some members not participating, you feel some people are lacking confidence or they are shy in nature. Okay, they will not speak up in public. Okay, when you have such team members, the group does not easily generate good quality ideas in that situation. Okay, or you have a lot of new members into the team who lack confidence, who do not want to be stereotyped. Okay, or it is a topic that could lead to conflict, heated conflict. Okay, when in these kind of situations, it's better to use nominal group technique instead of brainstorming. Okay, so the steps, the first step is to introduce yourself. Okay, that is not given here on slide, but in your textbook, you must see that you have to introduce yourself. You have to introduce the problem as well. You have to introduce yourself as the moderator. You have to introduce the problem. This is the problem that we are facing. Okay, and we want a solution. Okay, so explain the problem also. Sometimes you state the problem, but others may not understand it. So make sure everyone understands the the reality of the problem. Okay, only then they can give genuine ideas. Okay, so that is the first step. Then you come to the session of generating ideas. Once you know the participants have a good understanding about the problem, you give them 10 to 15 minutes to reflect on the problem and write down. Okay, participants are given pen and paper. They will write down whatever solutions that comes into their mind. They will write it down in a summary. They will make their own notes. They will not discuss with each other. Okay, don't allow them to discuss with each other. Let everyone sit in silence and write down their ideas or solutions in a piece of paper. Okay, and after 10 to 15 minutes, record everyone's ideas, collect all the papers. Okay, each and every participant's idea is recorded, and encourage everyone to write. Everyone should participate, and everyone's ideas is recorded on a flip chart, and it is posted on the on the board. Okay, and from where it is visible to everyone. Okay, so now all the participants can see each other's ideas on the blackboard in the second step, and they will read each other's ideas as well. Okay, and some ideas may be confusing. Some participants must have given some specific solutions which is confusing, which requires more discussion, more understanding. So allow the discussion on such ideas. Okay, you have 10 participants in NGT. Okay, 10 participants have given their written ideas. You have put it on the flip chart. Everyone is reading each other's ideas. Okay, uh, some ideas out of 3 ideas out of the 10 seems a bit confusing. Nobody could understand what exactly this participant wants to do. Okay, so in that situation, let the participant, whoever has given that idea, explain it to the teammates. This is what I actually mean. Okay, like that. So that is discussing the ideas. It will take half an hour or so to discuss each and everyone's ideas. Okay, merge everyone's idea into 10 positive or good practices or 10 negative practices. Okay, so you can get a point of good and bad. And finally, the last step is you vote for the best idea or you rank the best ideas. Okay, so 10 participants have given 10 ideas, but you are satisfied as a group. You have decided that you are satisfied only with 5 ideas. You will discard all the other remaining 5. Now you have 5 ideas out of which you have to choose the best one. So everyone, all 10 of them will start ranking or voting out of the 5 ideas. Okay, they will give rank 1. The best idea will get rank 1. The second best idea will get rank 2. Okay, and see what is the collective consciousness here. Okay, what is the collective voting here? So this is NGT technique, nominal group technique. Is it clear to all? Then we have multiple voting. So multi-voting. So you have, for example, the last step of NG technique, ranking ideas. This is multi-voting. This last step is multi-voting. Okay, you have few options. Okay, more than one option is there with you. Okay, now you have to select the best option. You have participants, you ask them, choose the best out of these. Okay, they will vote for it. They will vote for the best what they think. And whichever option gets the majority, that option wins. That is your plan A. And whichever option get the second most voting, that becomes plan B, plan C, and so on. Okay, that is multi-voting when you have more than one options or more than one solutions. Okay, but you can go with only one solution. Okay, so you ask the participants to vote for the best. That is multi-voting. Okay, it's as simple as that. Then you have creative problem solving. So creative problem solving is used when you have to create something very innovative. Nobody has done this. Okay, something out of the box for the first time going to be done. Okay, so that is called creative problem solving. Encountering problems which with no clear cause can be frustrating. So whenever there is a lot of disagreement, these kind of situation can come up. In such situation, creative problems helps with develop solution despite there is a lack of clarity. Okay, and we focus more on innovation. Okay, it encourages open-ended ideas, encouraging discovering of new ideas, new patterns which can work. Okay, nobody has done this before. Innovation is the key theme here. Okay, idea and innovation is the key theme here. So it has 4 stages. In the first stage, it is clarify. Here in this stage involves researching a problem through observation and insights. Research about what is happening. Okay, understand the problem first. If you understand the problem, only then you can find a solution. So that is clarify. Then second step is ideate. In ideate, you have to focus on generating ideas. Ideate, with the name itself tells you what it means. Focus on generating ideas. Ask open-ended questions. Let the participants complete it based on their creative thinking. Okay. Then the third step is develop. In develop stage, it involves exploring possible solution based on the ideas that you have generated. Now you have ideas. Okay, at least you have ideas by second step. Okay, now around that ideas, you have to make a proper concrete strategy. You have to make a proper concrete process, that is develop. Okay, in the development stage, experimentation will be done, and prototyping is also done. If it is a product, you have to do the prototyping. Experimentation, that is you can do in a service sector. So possible solutions based on ideas that you generate has to be developed here. Implement, that is the final step. So it involves finalizing a solution. You have experimented, experiment was successful. You have done a pilot study was successful. Okay, prototype was designed, prototype is working well. Okay, now finally you put it out in the market. That is implementation. And you communicate with the stakeholders. So these are the different steps in creative problem solving. Is it clear to all? Next is group decision making. Okay, group decision making. Again, this is kind of a democratic voting kind of a strategy. Okay, what the group decides is what you what you gonna end up doing. Okay, it's kind of a democratic situation. So this is a process where a group of individuals they collectively make a decision. Okay, it is also called as collective decision making or collaborative decision making. That are other names for group decision making. And this decision is usually reached through discussion and consensus. Okay, it's not like that this is option A, option B, choose one. No, you discuss about the pros and cons of each and every option. Okay, and after that understanding, you make a decision. Okay, that is group decision making. For example, the jury system. Okay, in USA, if you have seen a court scene and all, okay, in USA they have a jury system. That is a group decision making. Okay, the jury will decide if the defendant is guilty or not. Okay, so this is used because it allows multiple perspectives to be considered before you make a final decision. And benefits of using this is it includes multiple voices to be allowed to be heard, generating new ideas, reaching the consensus. Consensus means the group, what the group thinks. Okay. Need for coordination and conflict is also a challenge that can come up with group decision making, but it can still be very effective way to reach amongst the people and keep everyone, majority of the staffs happy. So it has benefits and disadvantages. So benefit is you can leverage on everyone's knowledge. Okay, you can utilize everyone's experience with the problem and then make a decision. What is the disadvantage? It appeals to the authorities. Usually not everyone wants to stand up against the authority. Very few people will do that. To please the authority, you will take a decision that you know will get you into the good books of the authority. Okay, and it goes into a strategy of group think. Okay, how the group thinks, you will also say yes to it, even though you don't want that particular option. But since everyone is giving that option, you will also give into that option. Okay, so that is group decision making. Is it clear to all? Then we have affinity diagrams. So affinity diagrams, we all know, scatter diagram, affinity diagram. 10 people are there in your group. Okay, you ask them certain questions. You share a problem with them and you ask them to give a solution. Okay, they can give you categorical solution. Okay, some people may give you a solution regarding the staff. Some people may give you solution regarding the process. Some may give you about service. Some may give you solutions about the product. Okay. Some may give you solution about the existence of the problem. Okay. So you are categorizing everything. You are putting a category to all the solutions that are coming towards you. And at the end, you will see which category has the majority of changes, and you will change that category. You will begin the change from that category. Okay. So this is affinity diagram, scatter diagram. Okay. 100 different ideas are thrown to you. You arrange those ideas into different category. That is affinity diagram. Then you have Delphi method. Okay. In Delphi method, experts are used. Okay, experts are invited and experts feedback, experts knowledge is used. Okay, so let's say there is a problem, a world environmental pollution related problem. Okay, and environmentalists are um, welcomed. Okay, they have been called. Environmentalists have gathered a problem of um, so plastics in sea is kind of a problem. Okay, so give solution for it. What solutions can you have to reduce the plastic found in sea? That is a problem. Okay, environmentalist will give you, there are 10 different environmentalists who have been invited to solve this problem. Okay, so 10 different environmentalists will give you 10 different solution, more or less. Some of the solutions will be similar, others may have some other way of dealing with the crisis. Okay, so key questions have been given, key problem have been given, assumptions have been given. Okay, in the first round of Delphi method, all the 10 experts will give you their solution. How can you tackle the plastics in sea? Okay, and you will collect their answers. These experts will not write their name. Okay, they will not write their name in the solution. Okay, because to keep it anonymous, who has given the solution doesn't matter, to keep it anonymous. Okay, because the solution matters, person doesn't matter. Okay, so the experts will give their advice, solutions without their name. Okay, the moderator will read out all the solutions. Okay, and then again ask the same question. Now everyone knows the solution that everyone else has given, but they don't know who has given this solution. Okay, so what happens now? Everyone has discussed each other's solution. They have discussed each other's problems and solutions, whatever they have written and given to solve this issue. Okay. Now, when in the second round of Delphi method, in the first round of Delphi method, you have got 10 different solutions. But in second round of the Delphi method, when you collect the answers, you will get 4 or 5 different solutions, because now people who were thinking in a different category, they have started thinking differently. Okay, and these rounds will go on until everyone agrees for one particular solution. Okay, so that is the Delphi method. Experts are invited. The Delphi round will go on and on until one particular solution is finalized, and this solution will come from the expert only. You do not know who is the expert. It is anonymous, but discussion about the solutions will go on between all the experts. They will understand each other. Once they understand each other's point of view, they will accept each other's point of view. Okay, and slowly the Delphi method will end when everyone realizes, accepts one single solution, and that solution will be implemented. That is Delphi method.